Okay. Hey everybody, it's Amber Love, and today I'm very lucky because last week the nominations for the Eisner Awards of 2010 were announced, and I happen to live a mere 2 miles from a nominee. So here's Mr. Dave Wachter, one of the creators of the Guns of Shadow Valley, and this is the preview right here. It's a webcomic, so it's actually completely free for you people. You should be over there looking at it, gunsofshadowvalley.com. And so this is not Dave's first comic, though. I mean, it's not your
Right.
You're not popping your cherry here on Guns. So you've got Scar
Right.
Tissue and the Johnny Wad book.
That's right. Yeah.
So,
This is the first thing that I've written.
This isn't,
that I've been a part of the writing process.
okay.
Everything else, I was just the illustrator.
Okay.
There was Scar Tissue was my first project, and that's what I published on.
Oh, I see.
And that was our a self-published 5-issue comic book superhero series, and then I've had other the Johnny Wad book was a one-shot that Tony Fleece wrote and I illustrated. And I've done some other short stories here and there for anthologies and whatnot.
So the cool thing that I think about Guns of Shadow Valley is because I never thought I'd like Western comics, and I was really shocked that I love the Lone Ranger. So you guys out there know that I love the Lone Ranger. I talk about it all the time. And Zorro and so every once in a while you can surprise yourself by picking up a book or getting into something that you didn't think you'd ever enjoy. And Guns mixes a couple of different genres together. It's not it's a Wild West book, but you've got sort of the science fiction part of steampunk in there, and superpowers are now being introduced at the point where we're at. So what do you think your influences are for pulling all of these different interesting genres together into one book?
My influences are all over the place, I guess. So I love Westerns. As far as comics go, I like the few that there are. I like superhero stuff.
Yeah.
I like indie stuff. I like a little bit of everything. I really like sci-fi across all genres. So it just came to me at some point, just this sort of mixed genre, big concept idea of a Western that had superpowers in it, sort of a Western mixed with superheroes. And then it just sort of sprang from there. That was the kernel of the idea. And then everything from there just became, what kind of characters would inhabit that world, and what kind of conflicts would they run into, and then just the story sort of evolved from there.
Cool. And since we are just kicking off the convention season, the last 6 weeks or so, things started from Emerald City and stuff started kicking into play. We're now in full-fledged convention mode. So at Dave's table, you can find the preview book, which I just showed you. And this is, why don't you explain what this is, what the pages are for that?
Yeah, well, this is basically the first 18 pages of the story.
For those people who say they don't like to read stuff on a monitor.
You don't like to read stuff on a monitor?
Yeah, I have a very small monitor. Do you see this?
It's like normal size to me. It's pretty good. It's pretty good to me.
I've seen your monitor, and it's...
Okay, so...
So it's the first 18 pages of the web.
It's basically a preview. It's the first 18 pages plus a couple of pages of exclusives that are, just sketches and character study things that I put in the back, just for this, that people can pick up at conventions as a preview to the comic. I just sell it for $2 and I do a quick little head sketch on the back for them, basically as a way of introduction.
Cool.
So that they will then be encouraged to go online and seek out these pages and all of the pages afterwards thus far. And this is most of Chapter 1. Chapter 1 is actually 22 pages. Yeah. And then we're actually moving on to Chapter 3 now. So we've got some 66 pages up online as of the recording of this
Sweet.
recording.
And if you're lucky, when you buy the $2 preview, you get a sketch on the back.